Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of the Daft Detectorist. I've not seen you all in a while. I've been really busy. I've moved out the Cara Lab. I've got a wee flat just now, a wee temporary flat before I find somewhere else, but I had to move on. And now I've got a beautiful walk through the river here to get towards my permission, which is now been ploughed. We've finally been ploughed. What? 33 seconds in, the smut's happening already. Well, I've missed yous all. Some of you guys out there with cameras as well, taking pictures. Such a beautiful morning. The fields have been ploughed, the sun's shining, life is good, and I've missed yous all. I've missed yous. So let's go. I don't even care what I find today. I've just missed digging. I've got old Baldrick and Loki here, and then we're just going to go a walk right along the river area, cut across and into the permissions, and Steady Eddie will be joining me this afternoon. But he's away taking his pal to the dentist now. There we go. Such a good citizen, isn't he? Hurry up, stop helping people, Eddie. We've got digging to do on a ploughed field. Just realised I had a bit of sleep in my eye that whole time of the video. Apologies. So I was just passing the UWS, the University of West of Scotland, I think it's called. Yep. We're going to the University of Fields. Shut up. Get some of this rust away. 45-minute walk. Got too many layers on. It's really sunny. But I'm here. I'm back in my permission for the first time in about 2 weeks. The ground's so hard. Oh, I'm not used, especially this bit of the field's usually quite muddy, but oh, I've got a good feeling about today. Those plugs will be great to just dig out. Unless I'm going to the ploughed bit, I can't. Don't know what fields have actually been ploughed, but I'm going to have a wee look. Then I'll get my jacket off. I was just on my walk there thinking, how amazing would it be if John Lennon invented those wee circular glass things that you could see through doors? Imagine all the peepholes. Set the tone for the day. I'm eating a bourbon. Wait till you see this. Oh, look at that ploughed field. For anyone new to metal detecting that doesn't do it and just watches the videos for me being an idiot, a ploughed field's good because basically it's churning up. I wouldn't know how many feet, maybe 1-2 feet of the ground, the earth, up to the surface. So anything that's been too deep to find previously should be sitting right in the top. I'll still not find it. I've dreamed about doing these ploughed fields, but it's hard work. It's not flat, everything's bumpy, so you're having to lift your detector up and down as you're moving along. So you're like, ooh. I was about to get up hope and just go to the easy bit, but I've just found myself a nice wee buckle. I don't know if you can see, I can't see because of the sun. Like, it's either a buckle off a horse harness, I imagine so, looks like it. But it looks like there's a fair age to that. Fair age, a wee crack in the back. But signs of life, signs of age. A few hundred years old that. When they were using horses back in the day, horses with the old tractors. And before them, it was oxen. Oxen for hundreds and thousands of years. And then they realised that horses were faster workers. There we are. It's going to be a tough dig. It's not tough actually digging the earth because it's quite loose, but walking over it, it's like walking on Mars. Obviously I should stick to the path, shouldn't I? Aye, that probably help. Found my first coin of the day. Let's clean of it together. Let's see. Oh, we can see some. It's going to be a George, isn't it? I see the G. Oh. Let's see, have we seen anything there? Feels really smooth, so I think we're going to get some good detail off this one. It's not too old. Well, when I say not too old, it'll be about 100 years if it's a Georgia boy. Yeah. I'm just, yeah, it looks like a George V, I'd imagine. So I'll give it a good clean, but aye, it looks like a George. But what nice condition that is. I'll get it in a better light for you. Hold on. One momentum. Back in a bit. Yep, so it's a George V. The thing is, it's really good there, but the way it's been lying, that's where all the damage is done, so I can't quite make out a date as of yet. I'll give it a clean when I'm back home. But George V, he is the son of Edward VII and the grandson of Queen Victoria. Here we are. You get a lot of George V's. He had a lot of coinage out there. They're not very rare. So yeah, but another one to add to the collection. Look at the way the corrosion's done on it. It looks like he's got like a... Looks like he's got a wee clown nose. And like a wee mane. He looks like a wee poodle because of the corrosion. There we are, that. I've got a poodle George V. But none of yous out there have got one of them. I quite like that. There we are. Poodle G. It signs of life in this field, I like it. I like it, and when it was, my machine was going off, it was a very, very loud ping, which means it was close to the surface because of the plough. Here we go. I'm enjoying myself. What a day. I have to get my tap off soon. That means take my jumper off if you're not from Scotland. Excuse the noise of my machine, but we have another coin. Still the clod on the back of it. Oh, have we got an imprint? A wee bit. What we got here, guys? Sorry if you can't see very well. Just still trying to work out how to film in the sun because we're not used to having that here. Oh, here have we got a Victoria? Oh, I do. Yes. Look. Sorry, I got excited and pressed the off button. I don't know if you can look. There we go. A Veilhead Victoria. What's the back like? I'll give it a clean fuse. Oh yes, I'm over the moon. Over the moon with that. I've just found her grandson. Oh, grandson and grandma buried together, a few feet away. Isn't that lovely? Oh, I don't think I've ever found a penny Victoria. Not in that. Not been able to see her face that well. Oh, I love that. I'll give it a clean up. I'm actually delighted with this coin. On it, if you can see, it's 1899. Wait, I'll zoom. 1899. Wow. A century. And that's 2 years away for her death. I think it was at 1901 she passed away, so 2 years before her death. So that's the oldest Vicky coin I've found, and I don't mean the oldest as in going back in date, I mean of her reign. It's the oldest coin of her reign that I've ever found. It's spectacular. I'm absolutely delighted with that. It'll be a 1 penny, I'd imagine, because I'm guessing 1899. I love that. I've been trying to find a coin from 1888 because I'm a Celtic supporter. So, but 1899, belter, absolute belter of a coin. Really chuffed with that. Can't wait to show Steady Eddie. He should be here in about half an hour. Yeah, I'm only moving a few feet and that's 2 coins and a buckle. It's worth it. It's worth digging on Mars for all this. Oh, I found this and all. It's like a wee weird bent old nail. Good age to that as well. I'm liking Mars. This field's amazing. I didn't even take a step. I just scanned near the hole. Found a spendable. Well, I don't think it's spendable now. No, it's not a spendable. It's a shilling with clean. There she is. And is it 1 shilling? Yep. Where's the word? I saw it there, right? So, there we go. Does it say 1 shilling? There we go. 1 shilling. 1950. And she is the granddaughter of George V. There we are. We've got Vicky, the grandma. You get this, the grandson of Vicky, and then you get the granddaughter of George. We're leaping a few generations. Well, no, I don't want to be leaping forward though. Let's leap back to some hammered coins. Guys, I've literally just done this tiny wee area. Coins galore. Come on, Eddie. No, in fact, wait, Eddie, wait till I find my hammy. I've just jumped into this stubble field next door to the ploughed field, because I want to wait for Eddie. He's due soon, and I don't want to just be whipping up all the coins. I feel like we should be doing that one together, so I've not found in silver or anything yet, so don't feel too guilty. But I'll give this bit a bash because it's never dry at this bit. So I'm just scoosh up there and back again. Hopefully Eddie will be here by then. Let's get digging. I found yet another Spitfire round. Yeah, the Spitfire plane. These would be fired from these during the war. It says 1941, which is during World War II. And anyone who's been watching previously will know that me and Eddie have been searching for a German bomber that was apparently shot down here. But there's no record of it. There's no record of it at the closest airport or in the history books, etc. But all the locals seem to say there was definitely a plane crashed here. Now, none of these Spitfire rounds that we keep finding in this one field, none of them have been fired, which suggests to me that either they were dropped from the plane or the plane crashed. Now, was it the Spitfire that was shot down by a German bomber, and because obviously you want to keep the confidence up amongst the locals and people in the country, they don't want to tell people that a German bomber shot one of our planes down in our own territory? Was that a cover-up? Was that an actual Spitfire that was shot down here? Because everything's suggesting it was. There's no sign of the plane yet. I think it'll be hard to find like a full plane because apparently they were made of fiberglass. Perhaps. But that's why they wouldn't record it. Why wouldn't they record? All the locals say that there was a plane shot down, but then it's went all hush hush. And these Spitfire rounds are all in this area, going from here, don't know if you can see the pylon, over to the pylon, and down over the hill. I'm intrigued by that. Eddie loves a Spitfire round, so that's another one to the collection. We must have at least 15, 20 of these, all unfired. Answers on a postcard. What a beautiful day. I'll never get bored of finding these. I'll never tire of it. We've got ourselves a beauty of a musket ball. Oh wow. It's probably the biggest one I've ever found. Get it a wee clean. Look at that. A perfect sphere. Whoa. Now, I was just walking along that hedge line there and I was seeing a lot of deer droppings. And deers over the years will keep the same habits if it's safe for them. And I reckon I've found so many musket balls in this area, and I just reckon because you still see the deer now and again in that hedge line, so that would be their target. That's why there's so many musket balls. And the musket rifles were used from the 16th century all the way through to the 19th century, and this was loaded into the barrel, and it was usually I keep turning around here, try and find a good light. There's Steady Eddie coming. So these were wrapped in linen and then put into the barrel, and the reason they would wrap them in a patch of linen was because it would fit snugger into the barrel, and it would stop any gas leakage from the gunpowder. If any gas leakage, then it's not going to give as much a push with the impact. Obviously the gas all builds up, fires it out, but if there's any leakage, some of the gas will fire back. So it was wrapped in linen. So a good few hundred years old. This one could be up to 400, 500 years old. I love it. How's it going, Steady Eddie?
Hello, good afternoon.
Another musket ball.
Oh. Do you know I haven't found a musket ball?
You found a wee one?
No, that's a pistol shot.
It's kinda a it's a mini musket ball.
A mini musket ball.
Mini musket ball. Welcome, mate.
Thank you.
That ploughed field there it's a tough, it's like walking on Mars.
I can imagine.
You been before?
I have.
Me too,
It
me
was
too. Look at the size of that one.
Ooh,
It's a
that's
cracker.
lovely. Gosh, look at that.
It's a cracker, and so is the day.
Brilliant, yeah, beautiful day.
I found a Vicky in 1899.
2 years before she died.
Yep, exactly.
And we have
Oh mate, thank you, I'm so thirsty.
supplies.
Coffee's not been cutting it.
No.
No, and I ran out of milk this morning, so do you know what I used today as is it a supplement? No, a substitute.
Substitute.
I used a Yazoo strawberry milkshake.
Fair enough.
It's quite nice, but the other night I was writing and I ran out of sugar and it was killing me. I like a coffee when I'm writing, And then I thought, do you know what? I made a bowl of Cocoa Pops so I could then use the chocolate milk from my bowl to pour in to my coffee. So I had a Cocoa Pop mocha.
Cocoa mopper.
Cocoa Pop mocha. Right, you'll love the joke I told earlier on, but you'll need to watch it later.
I'll wait to see it online.
It's a cracker.
Well, there's a first time for everything, isn't there?
Beatles related.
Oh, good.
Right, I'm going to drink this. Welcome. Are we going to get into this ploughed?
Yeah, let's give it a shot.
You're going to hate this, by the way. It's bumpy. There's a few paths and tracks right enough, but
well, have you checked it's not been planted?
there's nothing there. You can tell.
Fine.
The answer is no. I've not checked, but no, you can tell.
I believe you.
I've not checked.
Might be worth a quick, just in case.
We'll stay here though. I'm getting off of Mars. The problem I've got, there's going to be plenty in this field, but it's just been ploughed and there's still so many raised bits and bumpy bits. Oh, never thought I'd want this, but we need the rain to help the ground settle. So all these hills you see in the background, they'll kind of settle in and it won't be as high. So it's a tough old dig. So I'm going to jump into the stubble field. Steady Eddie's down there having a scan. I've literally just done that bit, but these fields keep giving, so they might come over, get something that I've not done. And I'm going to boost over there. Still having a great wee day. I love my musket ball. You should have seen the size of the bumblebee. It just come up to my heat there. There was a helicopter trying to land on me. It's the biggest bee I've ever seen. Right, Eddie's over there. Don't think we've got too much time left before we'll be heading. But I found like a wee button, a couple of wee buttons, nothing major. So I don't think there'll be much left of the video after this one. Shh. As you can see, I'm wearing something different. My facial hair's longer, my eyes are baggier, and my hair's a mess, which means it's a different day. My battery ran out, and we never really found much. Instead, Eddie's not here now. It's about 5 days later. I'm really sorry, I've not had a video out in weeks and weeks. Been so busy. I've got my play Blame It on the Bucky coming up at the Glasgow Pavilion on the 11th and 12th of April. Wrote it myself in a minute. So I've got a lot of prep I've been doing for that. But I'm out today and I'll make this an extra long video, so you'll have mine and Eddie's day that you've just watched. And now this one. I'm excited. I'm going over to the ploughed fields. Not the one I was in, not Mars, but there's ones the other side of the farm. So I'm going to check them out. But I'm just out to have a wee rare tear in here. Let's get digging. It's a fair old walk to this ploughed field, so there's a wee bit of entertainment on the walk. So I've just bought a Humpty Dumpty from Aldi. It comes with Aldi King's horses and Aldi King's men. So I've got it here. It's ploughed. It's deep. This is going to be a tough dig. I don't think I'll be here long. But I'll give it a scan. Just need to let it all settle. But I'll have a look, see if there's any surface finds. Find a wee button. A wee nubbin on the back. That I'm coming out of here, guys. Oh, ankle brake material. I want to just get into the pasture and enjoy myself today because this is tough. Just need to let the ground settle. You see that car that's just driving away from me? They just drove down to me. I was like, oh no, I'm in trouble. But there's a load of guys here from all over and they're testing all the farmers' equipment. And they basically just drove down to see what I was up to, and I was getting a good signal and getting all the chat. Oh, I think I've got a coin here. They're like, oh, this is dead interesting. And then they watched me dig it. They sat in the motor and watched me dig it. The pressure. It was a tin can. They've just drove away, disappointed. I need to find some so I can take it up to them. Lovely guys. By the way, if the taxi driver that drove me here today is watching, thanks for subscribing. Lovely fella. Right, here we go. It's weird, I've cut out my iron signals from my machine, but look at that bit. Look at that. Iron Age Nacho. Nacho day, Jerry. Nacho day. Ooh, geese. Lovely. Wonder what that is. It was about 2 feet deep, by the way. That's what's making me think, oh, Iron Age possibly. That could be about 1,000 years old, who knows? It's just to shape it. Who knows? I'm awfully sorry about the wind, but I've got my first coin of the day, still in the clod. What can we make out? I think this might be in alright condition, by the way. So we'll just by clod. Can we see anything? This pressed the wrong button there, this one. Oh hello, it's me again. Pressing the wrong things, hold on. I can't see much, so there's definitely, is that Victoria I'm seeing? I'll get back to you, the wind's annoying me. Here we have it, it's a Victoria bunhead. I can't make out the date. Can anyone else? 18 something 6, who knows, but a lovely wee coin. Seen better days, but it's still a coin. And signs of life. Not done this field much, to be honest. So that's good. Queen Victoria, she was the longest reigning monarch for years until, well, female monarch, until Lizzie came along and took her title. So there we have it. Queen Victoria wore black every day of her life after her husband died. She mourned him every day. It's probably why she was on the opium. Biggest opium dealer in the planet. Queen Victoria. She liked a wee shot of opium before she went to her bed. Probably one of the main reasons that she reigned for so long. She's like, I can't be bothered with all this. Gives a shot. That's what I'd do if I ruled. There we are. A Vicky, my first coin of the day. Still got a good few hours left. I'm just enjoying being out. Oh, there's a plane. An old buckle from a horse harness. And if there were horses here, helping plough fields, do all the work in the farm, you're talking before tractors and after oxen. So there's going to be some history out here, a few hundred years old anyway. I'd imagine that's from a horse harness, saddle, that kind of thing. This coin was right deep, but fried as a fritter, no idea. I mean, because of the pesticides they use on farms, it destroys some coins, so that could be in for, I'm going to say new, but it's not, it's too deep. It's an old one, but I will not be able to identify it unless Steady Eddie gets his calipers onto it and measures it and does his thing. But another one for the fried collection. Still a sign of life. Just had my lunch, wee chicken salad sandwich and my coffee. Look at that. Sheep fur everywhere. Sheep fur. Fur. Oh, it's polar bear fur, isn't it? Hold on, wait a minute. Bandit's looking a bit. There we go. Make a wee jacket. Bandit, there we go. There we are. Make a wee jacket. I'll fix that up a bit for you, Bandit. Should have had a jacket for him in the winter, really. But, well. I'm not going to stay out too much longer. There's not been many finds. I've come into my bronze field where I found my Bronze Age axe head. So I'll have a wee scan round about here and then I'm going to head up the road. But at least I've got a video out. Not found much, but I've enjoyed myself. I've not been doing live digs because I don't have my tripod, but I've got a clod here. I'm getting a 75 signal. So I'm not expecting much. It's quite high pitched, but not high pitched enough to be a tin can. He says, right, just ripping bits of the clod off and sweeping it over the machine because I prefer that to using my pinpointer. My pinpointer, you pinpoint it and I'm going to have to rip the clod up anyway once I find it, so I just prefer to do it this way. Other people prefer their pinpointers and I understand. Why did that just stop? Ah! Did it just fall off? Oh, I'm doing well here. Oh, is it? It's in here. Can you see that? What is it? What have we got? Do you know what I think this probably is? The end of a teaspoon or something? Oh, maybe not. It's oval shaped. No, no. Nothing great, I don't think. There we go. I can never. Oh, there's a camera there. There we are. Excuse me sniffing. Oh, there's my. I've not been very well, guys. Had that cold for ages. There we are. I have no clue. It looked like a lock facing for some kind of wee. Aye, might be a lock facing. It's got a good signal off. Well, half decent. There we are. But it's a something. So, my camera work was shocking. Look at me. I only shaved a couple of weeks ago. About a week ago. Need to do it again. Right, on to the next one. Just found a wee bit of silver. Don't get too excited, but it's a bit off some. I'm just trying to manage it just now. Right, so the front it. You see that? Look at that. That looks like the top of a thistle. That's definitely the top of a thistle. Is it? Looks thistly. And then on the back, wow. Can you see that? That writing on the back, so you can all get a better look. There we go. It's got to be silver because that's coming up gleaming. And I'm gutted because I can't find any more of it. Do you think that said love? Who knows? If you know what it is, give the comments a whiz. But I'm fascinated by that. I'm absolutely delighted by it. That's surely a wee piece of silver, and just look how old the engraving looks. It's hand done. Oh, you know what? I'm chuffed to bits with that. I wonder what it was off for. Need to keep looking, see if there's other bits at it. But I could be fine. Not found anything like that before. I wonder, can anyone idea? I can't. Apologies for the wind, but look at this wee artefact I've just found. Now it's a lead weight and it's got a copper ring at the top. Now somebody online's told me before that lead weights with any copper inside usually found to be Viking. I've put this through Google Lens and it's telling me it's a Roman lead weight, but it can't be Roman. There's not, I say it can't be, but there's not much Roman round here. But look at that. Guys, you're talking a fair age to that. That could be a couple of 1,000 years old. Oh, that's incredible. Look at that. So they would have used these, obviously that's where they would hook it on the scales to balance. So I'd imagine it was a market weight. We find a lot of weights around about this field. But I'm still in my bronze field, but the medieval field's next door. But look at that. I'm absolutely chuffed with that, chuffed to bits. So honestly, anything up to a couple of 1,000 years old, that. Excellent, my find of the day. Absolutely ecstatic, that's the word I'm looking for. There we are, lovely. I keep putting this through Google Lens and I'm trying to get it away from Roman. And I put a different picture in and it came up Roman. There's one exactly like this with this copper ring at the top. Have I found my first ever Roman artefact? Oh, why does the wind always pick up when I find something good? Yes! The wind's crazy, but it looks like I've got myself a wee medieval lock facing. Look at that. Lovely. Cool wee finds. I'm keeping these brief because the wind is bad. But there we are. Another wee artefact. Just found an old spoon handle and it's got a hallmark. See what it says. Oh, upside down. Shot and something, and that'll be Sheffield. I reckon Sheffield steel, eh? Bit of stainless steel. No idea how old that'll be, but let's see if we can get it in focus closer up. There we go. Maybe it doesn't say shit. Nah, it says Sheffield, doesn't it? Sheffield. Shaw and Co. Who knows? Anyway, another nice wee artefact in the wind. I'm going to head out to the hammer field over there before I head home. Might jump onto that wee ploughed one again. Might go into Mars for about 5 minutes. Will not last any longer than that. I've had a good wee day. Well, what a way to finish the day. Sorry about Loki beeping in the background. I've found myself a medieval palm guard. How cool's that? Fits perfectly in my palm as well. Now, what these were used for if you were sewing, obviously they're sewing needles and the material was a lot thicker, so if they were having to sew through leather, the thread would be a lot thicker, almost like string, and the needles would be bigger, and that was to stop the needle from going into your hand. It would also be bigger ones if they were used for sewing sails, etc. So anything that was tough to sew, that would be on the palm of your hand. This could go back anywhere to, I don't know, around about the 1200s, even before, all the way up to, I'd say, around about 1500s, 1600s. I made that last part up, so if anyone knows how long were they used for. But that's cracking. Another amazing artefact. More history. It's been a great few days. Sorry there's not been many videos up, but hopefully we've got a nice long one for you now. There we go. Cracking wee artefact to finish off the day. My lead weight's my favourite find, and that little bit of silver. And there we go. Excellent. Gonna head up the road now, unless I find anything in the last 10 feet. That's me done for the day. I don't know when the next time I'll get out. I'll try my best. But like I said earlier, I've got a lot of stuff coming up. And if you get a chance, come along and see Blame It in the Bucky at the Pavilion Theatre in Glasgow, 11th or 12th. So there we go. I've missed being out, and I'm already dreading the fact I'm not going to be out in a while. But if I do get a chance, I'll jump out and try and make a couple of quick videos if I can. But until the next time, I'll see you all again in the next episode of the Daft Detectorist. La 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 la.